Let's go down to Dave Burns with Steve Grissom.
Here comes Grissom, Marty, and the big concern as they put on left side tires and make no chassis adjustments is the fuel fill. They had to come in and repair the dry brake. They put the hand up like it's working, so I guess it's okay now. Amy?
Greg Biffle's going to take on left side tires and hope that this will be enough for left side rear until the end of the race. The Ranger team's hoping to redeem themselves and take the championship lead here in the first race, the Daytona 250.
A great series of pit stops for all of our front-running contenders. We'll wait to sort it out once they get back into line behind the pace truck. There is the damage still on that left rear, but boy, I'll tell you what, Steve Grissom, despite the bronchitis, remember, he can barely talk, and I'm sure the communication to the pits is not all that great, but when you're leading, you don't have to worry about talking too much. We're at the Daytona 250. Stay with us. Under our fourth caution of the day at Daytona 250 here at Daytona International Speedway. I'm Marty Reed along with Benny Parsons, Ray Evernham. Down in pit lane, it's Amy East and Dave Burns. And we're glad you're with us for the season opener here in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. It has been a thrilling race. We have already set a record of 20 lead changes. We have tied the number of leaders. We've had 11 different guys running at the front of this race. It's exactly what we were hoping. Let's get an update from the pits. Amy?
Well, the luckiest man so far in this race has got to be Mike Wallace. The caution flag saved them again. Mike radioed in and said he had a right rear going down. Just about that time, the yellow came out. They changed him, and Mike is back out in third position. Dave Burns.
Amy Dennis Setzer came in and changed left side tires, fueled the truck. They've been having a problem with the right rear, though. Twice today, the Mopar Dodge team has pulled a right rear off that was flat or actually had a puncture in it. So they're a little concerned right now as to why that might be happening or if it's just some kind of weird fate. As for Dennis, when they had the first right rear problem, the truck was very, very loose, and so they tightened him up on that first pit stop. I just spoke with Howard Comstock, his crew chief, to say, did you tighten him up too much, or was that adjustment staying all right on the one truck? And he said, we're okay. We have another set of rights we're going to put on at the end, toward the end, we hope.
On board with Dennis Setzer, who's currently shown in 10th position. The man at the front of the pack stayed out during the last round of pit stops. Rob Morgan in the Axiom Ford. His best career finish 5th last year at Topeka. The 26-year-old from Conway, Arkansas, grew up on the road courses. Going to pick up the 5 bonus points for leading a lap.
You know, these trucks have made a tremendous amount of pit stops, and we're only halfway.
I think, Benny, they're pitting because it's I don't want to say easy to move up through the field, but they can pass. Being stuck at the back of the pack doesn't seem to be a big penalty.
Let's take a look at our Dodge race recap. You can see 20 lead changes. That's a record. And cautions, we're in our 4th. The average speed so far, 124 and some change. There are the lap leaders. Mike Wallace has led the most so far. And you're going to see quite a few. There's 11. That ties the record. In fact, we've got one more lap leader, and that will be Morgan Shepherd. His number 7 Conley Chevrolet is behind the wall. Carlos Contreras is off track right now, as is his teammate Randy Tolsma. And out of the race, Bobby Hamilton, Randy Renfro, Morgan Shepherd, as we mentioned, Jack Sprague, Rick Crawford, and then Brian Reffner and David Starr. So that brings you up to date, and we're just about ready to go back to green flag racing here at Daytona International Speedway. Stay with us. Just back to green flag racing here at Daytona. Rob Morgan was in front. He's been shuffled back to 4th. Steve Grissom took over the lead until just then. Here comes the shuffle one more time. The Team ASC Ford, Mike Wallace with Andy Houston.
And here comes Dennis Setzer down on the inside in that number 1 Mopar Dodge. Goes by Lyndon Amick, moves into about the 5th or 6th spot.
Drifts back right in front of Kurt Busch. We're on board with Geoffrey Bodine. Circuit City telemetry.
We'll watch Geoffrey as he comes off the corner at 173 miles per hour, and watch as he goes down the straightaway in this draft. Now the speed just accelerates. It gets faster and faster. And that's why you can slingshot, because you get, as Ray talked about at the very top of the show, that momentum and just drive you by that truck in front.
Did you notice just momentarily he hit that brake pedal?
It's a lot easier to just touch that brake than let off the gas to slow that truck down. Just staying up high going in the corner. He's not following the truck in front of him. Don't know what's going on there.
Whoa! Oh, look out! We got trouble. This is going to hurt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Yep.
Keep your fingers crossed.
And it was so good for so long, and it turned into so bad so quickly.
We'll be back to see what happened. And as I said, keep your fingers crossed, folks. We're at Daytona.
Bodine.
Jeff. All right. Can you give us a replay so we can see? We may have spectators injured as well on the fencing.
They've torn the fence down, so we're going to fix that.
Yeah. Yeah, right down here. Jill, this is going to be a long one. Do a truck count, please. Okay.
Watch that back up, Ray.
Right there.
Kurt Busch.
Boom. It's
Here's Bodine.
We're back at Daytona International Speedway. We are under a red flag situation, and that truck that is upside down, we believe it to be the number 15 of Geoffrey Bodine. And this was a very serious crash.
And the race, as you see by the graphic, has in fact been red flagged, because there's just too much attention has to be paid to these drivers involved, Geoffrey Bodine, and all the debris on the racetrack. There's just no way to bring those cars down. So
we also have some damage to the fencing area. In fact, it's right in this part of the tri-oval coming into view now, right there at the bottom of your screen. So this is going to be an extended red flag, and we are keeping our fingers crossed for all the drivers. The trucks have been stopped back before. There you see them lined up right before they would come into pit in. Drivers are staying in the trucks right now.
That's Lonnie Rush's vehicle, the Hastings Fielder truck, being towed back to the garage area.
Now we do have confirmation that the truck that was upside down was Geoffrey Bodine's. No report yet on his condition, and we will keep you posted and keep our fingers crossed as we are under a red flag here at Daytona International Speedway. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.